This is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Monday, the 26th of February. I'm Michael Groff. A lot of clouds out there today, and there just might be a shower around someplace this afternoon or this evening, but even if you do find the raindrops, they probably don't amount to much of anything. As we go through the middle part of the week, we'll continue with clouds, and again, a small chance of rain maybe Wednesday night. But all in all, things look to stay fairly quiet through the week and heading into the weekend. Another chance at precipitation maybe in here by Sunday or Sunday night, and then some forecast uncertainty as we move into next week. We'll talk about all of that and everything else in just a moment, but first, let's check that almanac from yesterday. 84 degrees the afternoon high, 59 the morning low, 73 and 51 are the averages for this time of year. And looking outside right now, just after 12 o'clock, we've got mostly cloudy skies, 70 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew point 48, 46% the humidity. It's a calm wind and the barometer is steady. The upper level weather pattern across the nation shows troughing coming into the Pacific Northwest and quite a clash of air masses. Cold air still associated with that. Some rather warm air to the south and east of it across West Texas. We could see highs getting up into the low 90s for the Rio Grande today, and 80s across much of West Texas. And as those two air masses clash, we're going to see the pressure gradient tightening up and some very strong winds. And that's going to be a big concern, a high impact wind event over parts of New Mexico and West Texas. For us, not much, just some mid and high level clouds around, and maybe the clouds get thick enough for an isolated shower. There is that short wave off to the west of us that'll come through here sometime Wednesday and Wednesday night. The watch warning map, there you see those wind advisories and high wind warnings for parts of New Mexico and West Texas. There's red flag warnings in there too for the potential of wildfires. And I'm talking about that high wind warning in that big impact event here from late this afternoon, from about 6 p.m. this evening through early Wednesday morning. Again, portions of New Mexico and West Texas where we could see sustained winds anywhere from 40 to 55 miles per hour. Gusts could top out over 80 miles per hour. So over hurricane force wind gusts possible over portions of eastern New Mexico and West Texas over the next 24 to 36 hours with this big trough coming through the western states. Elsewhere, windy conditions too for the lee of the Rockies and out across the plain states. Again, a number of red flag warnings. Those are issued when you have low humidity, the dry conditions, and the winds, and leading to the potential of wildfires. And just to the north of us, some wind advisories across northern Arizona, some winter weather conditions for the Intermountain West. But here in Phoenix, things rather quiet. The convective outlook for today, the marginal risk of severe storms, level 1 out of 5 from Indianapolis over to Columbus, Ohio, Lansing, Detroit, Michigan. Maybe a little thunder north of Arizona today. And the precipitation outlook, valid through Monday morning of next week. Rain amounts in Phoenix, mostly under 1/10 of an inch. Any more significant precipitation will be found across east central, southeast Arizona, maybe up across the northwest plateau as well in the rim country. But things are going to be pretty quiet for us. And we'll talk about what's going on with this weather pattern in more detail. To do that, let's check the models. Here we go. This is the GFS. It is the 12Z run, and this is valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Troughing coming into the western states. There's a short wave off to the west of us. The main energy and dynamic support with this big trough stays just north of us, but what it means down at the surface for the rest of the day today, mostly cloudy sky, a slight chance we could see a shower, high temperatures mid to upper 70s, so a little bit cooler than what we've seen the last few days. Tonight, mostly cloudy, a slight chance of a shower, but once again, most of the precipitation stays to the north of us. Overnight lows mainly in the 50s, and then tomorrow, partly sunny, and high temperatures should top out in the low to mid 70s. Now, as we move to Wednesday, we've got this next short wave coming in, and I think the majority of the day here in Phoenix probably stays dry, but by the evening, we could drum up just enough moisture with this system coming through for a slight chance of a shower here in the south central deserts, but I really think most of the moisture with this will stay just to the east and southeast of us, so places like Globe down to Tucson and Nogales and Sierra Vista, Douglas, Bisbee area, you might see some showers with this, maybe up toward Payson. But around here, again, just a small chance of a shower by Wednesday night. High temperatures on Wednesday, again, should top out somewhere, I'd say low to mid 70s. On Thursday, most of that moves on out of here, and we'll dry out, warm up a little bit, highs up in the 70s. But note, Still more precipitation for the Sierra and on northward into the Pacific Northwest and the Intermountain West, well north of Arizona. Same thing Friday. We'll continue a slow warming trend here. And we could see highs getting back toward 80 degrees by Saturday, but notice a trough is digging in over the western states, or trying to, and again, pretty decent amount of moisture for the Sierra and coastal California, maybe sneaking on over into the valleys of California. And a front is going to start to push through the western states, so maybe a few showers coming into southern Nevada, northwest, north central Arizona, Utah. And we'll watch that on Sunday as well as that pushes eastward. And again, that could bring us a chance at some showers in here Sunday. Right now, it doesn't look like a really great chance. One thing looks a little bit more certain here is that we'll see breezy and cooler conditions. Highs will fall back into maybe the mid to upper 60s by Sunday with a small chance of a shower. But obviously, this is out there toward next weekend and things could change. We are seeing a trend of the models that might bring us slightly more unsettled conditions. Speaking of that, let's go out to a week from today. This is Monday, the 4th of March. And that system moves off to the east. Another one developing up there over the Gulf of Alaska and across Alaska. And we'll watch that. There's a little short wave to the west of us as well and going out 10 days. This is Wednesday, the 6th of March. And another trough diving on through the western states. Now, the angle, the trajectory of this looks to stay mostly over land. Probably not a ton of moisture with this, but that would bring in breezy to windy conditions and much cooler temperatures if this verifies. And again, the model trends do suggest more troughing in here for the first week of March and probably slightly cooler temperatures, maybe even temperatures a bit below average. We'll see how that ultimately plays out, but that's kind of the trend that models are going in right now. And again, if that's right, yeah, we could see a few showers in here with that system coming on in. All right, rainfall for Phoenix. Okay, well, this goes out through the 11th of March. And again, this is off the GFS ensemble. Rain amounts about 1/3 of an inch. That's the mean. European ensemble, pretty much the same story, right around or just above 1/3 of an inch over the next couple of weeks. And temperatures off the national blend of models. All right, well, afternoon highs will mostly be a little above average for the rest of the week, maybe getting close to 80 for this weekend, and then downtrending for next week. Highs maybe slightly below average at times with maybe a chance at some precipitation. And that is going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video is back here tomorrow morning. Should you happen to enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell, leave those comments, questions, and suggestions. If you really like what we do here, you want to support us monetarily, you can always click that little thanks icon below the video here on YouTube and make those monetary contributions if you are so inclined and able to do so. The executive producer of the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion is my one and only, the sweetest of all time, the Asian sensation and proprietor of sweetchildaz.com.org and the Facebook page of the same name, Sweet Child Arizona, talking about my Michelle. Check her out. Check out her travel videos. Check out our streaming station. It is called KMGX. We play a ton of music. We have a lot of fun with that. And of course, that is linked up down in the description as well. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, all of your continued support. It is so greatly appreciated. Please be safe, and you guys have yourselves a beautiful rest of your Monday.